Good morning YouTube, Lofty's here. New bike to ride, 2025 model, Hornet Thou. Standard model, 9 grand on the road. If you're interested in the Honda CB1000 Hornet, you stick around. I'll see you in a minute. But I'm going to take the hooligan out now. That's got a bit of a growl, that, hasn't it? Well, I'll see you in a bit. Right, here we are then, YouTube. 2025 model. Hornet 1000, 9 grand on the road. Honda are certainly putting the cat amongst the pigeons. £9,000 for a 150 brake horsepower bike. For an extra grand, you can get the SP. Now the SP for the extra grand has got Ohlins, Brembo brakes, quick shifter, extra 5 brake horsepower. There's another variation. If you buy the SP with the SC Products developed exhaust, knocks it up to about 157, 158. That's a lot of poke, isn't it? That's a lot of poke. Anyway, let's see how we get on with this. Okay, so here we go. As I say, no quick shifter on the standard model, but it's going to have a typical Honda engine and clutch. It's all from the old Fireblade, so you know what to expect. It's fairly roomy, fairly hard seat. Can't really fault it, can you? Like I say, the standard model at 9 grand, it's undercutting the Suzuki by about 2.5 grand. Unbelievable. I think it's 11.7 the Suzuki. 11.7, so you can buy this for 9, or you can buy the SP for 10, which is still 1,700 quid cheaper than the Suzuki. Knocks spots off the Kawasaki. I'm not even going to give it no thrash up here. There's absolutely no point. It's got so much poke, it's amazing. Beautiful, so smooth. Shall we have a good look at it? See what you get for your 9 grand. Well, good morning YouTube, Lofty's here. As I said, I've been up to Damrolls. I've picked up this beauty, pearlescent white, bit of a flecking. Very nice, isn't it? Hornet, 1000, 150 brake. How about that? Lofty's going to have some fun. Let's have a sit. So, as you know, I'm 6'5", 16.5 stone. When I stand here, I'm easily above, so I just sink in. Fairly compliant, the suspension. We're on the side stand, let's just put the toes on. Now, as you know, I'm a big lad. It's probably a little bit tight for me, but I can ride it. I can get my feet on, I can get my toes on. The cutaway is just about big enough, so it's not too bad. There you go. Feet up, toes on. That's okay, innit? Looks good. Let's have a close-up. There you go. Modern looking. Sort of semi Kawasaki looking. It's fine, innit? Not bad. As I say, we got the Ohlins on the posh model. This is just the standard, so let's have a look round. Yeah, it's a good looking bike. Another one with one of these matte black cannon launchers on. I should imagine the aftermarket will sell quite well. Shall we have a look at the dash? So that's your view from the cockpit. We got the standard Honda dash now. This is what we call the 5.5 incher. Here we go. Fairly modern Honda style wing mirrors, similar to the NT, similar to the Africa Twins, whatever. So coming down, we've got non-adjustable hydraulics on the front. Start, stop, hazard warning. Coming across, there's the dash, the ignition switch. The same wing mirrors on this side. Coming down, cable operated clutch, pass light. Then here we go here. What we got here? We got the mode button, dead simple. I'm not sure what this does. I think it alters the trips and various other things and allows you to set user modes. We've got the horn, dicky little horn, indicator, pretty generic type indicator, it's okay. So the dashboard, what do you think? I think it looks fabulous. So the top left hand corner, we've got a little rider on a bike. I press it and it changes, look at that. That's, I press it again, then we got some, look at that. So we got a little man on his bike in the rain. We got user mode 1, user mode 2, standard mode, there's a little man in his standard mode, and we've got fast sport mode. How good's that? Nice taco across the top, digital speedo, side stand lights on, neutral for the gear indicator. We've got 73 miles to empty, and then we've got various little bits and dabs on this side here. They're all various little things to alter in traction control and all sorts. I don't like to mess. I'm going to leave it in standard mode to start. Mark did say the rain mode is buttery smooth. So I'll tell you what, then we'll start in rain mode. We'll start in rain and then we'll put it up into standard and sport in a bit. So, shall we get the stats? Okay, I'll try and keep the camera nice and steady for you. 2025 Honda CB1000 Hornet, 1000cc, liquid cooled, double overhead camshaft, 4-stroke, 16-valve, 4-cylinder. It's basically a blade engine. It's been lifted out the blade and they've just reconfigured where the torque and the power is. This one is 150 brake at 11,000 revs. It's around the 70-75 foot-pounds at 9,000 revs. 6-speed chain drive, of course. Comes in at 211 kilograms wet. 807mm seat, which is pretty fair, pretty standard, pretty medium. And we've got 17 litres in the fuel tank. Let's have a look at the front end. So on the front end, we've got a 120/70/17, fairly generic. They're Dunlop Road Sports. Nice tyres, can't really fault them, they're okay. We've got 41mm shower upside down forks with two 310mm discs. Radials, of course, 4 pots, very nice, can't fault it. Let's have a look at the back. So here we are around the back. We've got the same tyres, Dunlop Sport Smarts. Fairly generic, 180/55/17. We've got a shower monoshock ProLink, single disc, 240mm with a Nissan single pot caliper. It'll do the job. It'll steady it. It'll keep the front end down if you don't want the anti-wheelie on. Can't really fault it, can you? There's your cannon launcher. So from the dash, listen to this. From the cannon launcher. Sounds fairly fruity, don't it? So this one comes in 3 colours, grey, white or red. And as I say, it's a pound under 9 grand. They really have set the cat amongst the pigeons. It's made in Japan. This ain't one of them cheap jobs they've knocked up somewhere else in Thailand or in China. This is a Japanese-built bike. Fantastic. I must admit, I've been told by Mark that probably 75% of the bikes imported into the UK will be the SP. And for £1,000, it's a no-brainer. Quick shifter, Ohlins, Brembos, no-brainer. Get yourself one ordered. If this is the type of bike you want, 10 grand on the road. Let's give it a thrash. Okay, YouTubes, we're back. So, we're in rain mode. Yeah, it slows the throttle action down a little bit. So, just drop it down and hope the dustbin man goes straight on. Yeah, he has. So here we go. Rain mode. We're all clear. Yeah, that's okay, that's quite smooth. Up to 50, no more than 5,500 revs. So I'm going to push the button. User, sport mode. We don't want sport mode, we want standard, don't we? Standard mode, so here we go again. Drop it down to 3rd, drop it down to 2nd, so here we go. Oh, noticeable. Yeah, noticeable, much more sprite, yes, definitely. We'll leave it in standard for a bit. We've got to keep it below 6. 50 mile an hour. It's not bad on the fueling. There's you go, off, roll on. There's a slight dwell, but not much. That's like I say, 50 mile an hour down the hill. Give you a look at the dash. It's quite nice, isn't it? I like these TFT dashes. I've got used to them. I'd never go back to clocks. Nice and sharp on the steering. The rake's lovely. Got a bit of rubbish on the road here. Did you take our time? Yeah, you can feel. I've just been out on a little 350 Honda. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. But there's just something about 150 brake. We'll stick it in sport mode in a bit. Yeah, it's very torquey for a 4. It's not bad. We've missed the lights, but not to worry. So this is the standard mod, like I said. It's got no bells and whistles on it. It's just a 1000cc hot rod. Great fun. There we are. Pull away's nice. I do think for 300 quid I'd add a quick shifter. Straight up to 50. Ticking along in 5th gear, 6th gear. Gearbox is sublime. These blade style gearboxes, they're absolutely gorgeous. Be interesting to see how we get on in the 20. So 30 mile an hour. It's very intuitive to ride. Steering's beautiful. You know, you just tip it where you want to go. It's lovely. The S1000R is very similar, but it's more money. Well, I suppose the Suzuki's very similar, but that's a lot more money. You can't really compare the Z9 to it. I think power and price, this kills the Z9. I suppose it's whether you want a Honda or whatever. Back in the day when I was a youth, people stuck with brands. When you compare it to the MT10, just move over, the MT10's about 14 grand or something, and the SP model's more. I don't think I'd be want to pay 5 grand more for a Yamaha over a Honda. Don't get me wrong, the big bang engine in the Yam's lovely, it's beautiful, sounds amazing. But these engines, whether you ride the 654 or the 1004, they are so tractable. Now look at that. I've just holding the throttle. I'm not doing anything. It's just over 2,000 miles. Sorry, just over 2,000 revs. 2nd gear. It's not moaning. It's not procrastinating. It's not anything. It's just holding the speed. Honda, Cupid of the motorbike world. They do what's said on the tin. Sometimes they don't excite you. People can say they can be a bit bland. But anybody who thinks 157 brake horsepower is bland, I think they need their head looking at. If you want to do a track day, you want to go ooning with your mates on a Saturday, you want to go to Spain, Portugal, whatever, give it some thrash, this certainly will do it. Whether it'll tour, I don't know, that's up to you. Does it need a screen? I don't know. I like naked bikes, I like roadsters, I do like parallel twins, I like V-twins, I like boxer twins, but there's just something about the tractability and the usability of a 4. It's just like golden syrup dripping off a spoon when you've got a bit of heat in it. Oh, it just oozes everything. Anyway, I'm going to drop it into sport mode. So you can press it on the fly, you throttle off, and as you throttle back on, it's changed mode. So we're now in sport mode. It's so easy. Everything's intuitive. Simple. Very simple. Thank you, sir. So whether you want to ride it slow, ride it fast, this engine has got the lot. I'm going to give it a bit of a thrash along the top here, and then we'll give it a bit more in a bit. We'll give the brakes a bit of a testing. So there we go. Oh, it's nice in sport mode. Pull the visor down. So third gear, I'm not going to bother with second because it's got so much traction. So here we go. Bit moist. Oh, it's a nice bike. Yeah, lovely. I think most bikes that struggle to stay with it in a straight line. So, brakes are nice. Bang them on, drop it in. Oh, this is lovely. As I say, it's a bit moist here and there's some debris on the road, so I'll take my time. Here we go again. Straight up to 60. Ease it off slightly. That's fifth gear, that is. Can't fault it, can you? And again. So tractable. I defy anybody to ride it and not have a grin. Here we go. Slow riding. Yeah, it's easy, isn't it? Look at that. Bit of back brake. Tick over more or less. So second gear, we're going to drop into it. Well, third gear actually. Drop it into a 20. I'll see how it handles the 20 down the hill. So throttle off. Third gear, just rolling down at 19 miles an hour. Got to say the seat is quite firm. It's certainly more sports bike than tourer. You can move about a bit. There's a bit of room forward and backwards. The bump stop feels nice. Yeah. Third gear, 20 miles an hour. Thank you. Absolutely lovely. I always think third gear pull away is a good test. So when we get to the National, we'll give it a bit of a pull. I hope you're enjoying this. I am. Thank you, sir. I do think these bikes are going to sell. I thought the day of the 4-cylinder was probably near enough gone, but I've got to say at 9 grand or 10 grand for the SP, yeah, it's a lot of bike. You could have 2 of these for the price of a cheap GS. Here we go. Oh, that's lovely. I'll leave it in third, tip it in. That was a nice line. Don't pull out on me. Yes, he's changed his mind. Thank you. So here we go, 40 odd mile an hour. Back brake. Back brake. A stability device, shall we call it? Can't call it a brake. It's not really a brake. Round the corner. 45, 50 mile an hour. Brakes on. Oh yeah, fantastic. Hey, if them Brembos are better than these Nissans, they must be sublime, because these Nissans are absolutely immense. You can feel the back end lift. Anyway, we'll come down the hill. We'll use both front and back. Here we go. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah. There we go. I don't really want to catch that truck up yet, so I'll just take my time here. On these type of roads you can have some fun sub 60 or 60 mile an hour, especially when you can squirt a bike like this. So you're coming out, open it up there. Ah, this is immense. I do think the 150 brake is sensible. You know, when you start talking 175, 180, 200 brake, it's a nonsense. But you can have a bit of fun at 150. Anyway, I'm going to get myself in a position to overtake this truck. Move over to the left and have a good look, and we're going to squirt. Here we go. Oh yes, it flies. So 60 mile an hour. The handling is amazing. Tyres are sticking like glue. Absolutely love it. Even in top gear at 60, it's much relaxed. We'll give it a bit down the hill in a minute. Just work the gearbox a bit. Back into the 50. We've got a few workmen, so we just check our time. The island's clear. Here we come off the island. Give it a bit. Oh, yeah, that's great. Pity you're not on the back with me having a bit of fun. Here we go. So we just drop it into third gear. The old venerable third gear pull away. Here we go. I'll straighten it up. Here we go. Well, I might as well just relax. It's got more than enough power to go up and down this hill at silly speeds. Dare I say, even licence losing speeds. I think you'd have to be fairly careful, because it's got a lot of poke. I've just been burnt off by a bus. I did want to take it nice and steady though. Here we go, we'll move over nice and easy. Just drop a cog and another one. How good's that? Put the brakes on nice and easy. It's got the automatic hazards. So when I just jammed them on good and proper, put the brakes on proper, just to slow it down. The hazards flash temporarily just to tell people behind you braking heavily. So how good's that? Yeah, we got a little under here. Oh yeah, straight up to 70, easy as pie. I'll just pull over, settle in. That's lovely. Well, what do you think? I think for 10 grand, it's an absolute no-brainer. It's a wonderful bike, does everything. Like I say, I think you'd have to be careful of the licence, but it is lovely. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, the Lofty Biker videos, click on the like, subscribe, ring that bell. I'll only be too pleased to answer your questions. Yeah, cracking. Good fun. Very good fun. Put the brakes on. Nice and easy. Round we come. Island's all clear. Like I say, it's a pity you couldn't have been on the back with me, because I think you'd have enjoyed this. Anyway, sadly, I've got to take it back to dam rules. But I don't know. Hornet thou. Bit of a weapon. If you've got a CB 650 and you want to step up to a big bike, proper bike, I think the Hornet thou is exactly where you want to be. So, time to say ta-ra. This is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-da.